Alright, now I've always been a fan of smart lighting. Now when I use the word smart, I don't necessarily refer to lights that are integrated with your network and come with an app that you install on your phone. In fact, I did a video a while back about a very useful and clever desk lamp that attaches to your monitor, which I called not a smart lamp, but one that was made smart. Now Polygon Lights are Hexagon touch-sensitive light panels that are not smart per se, but are smartly built, enriching any room and desk setup while solving one major problem that exists everywhere in the world. Not sure what that is? Let me tell you. Hey guys, this is E, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Iskren and most people call me E, and usually around that time of the video I start telling you about the company and the idea behind the product at hand. But this time, I decided to do something that very few people have done. Let me introduce you to James Vanderpant, who's the CEO and creator of Polygon Lights. He is perhaps the most qualified person to share with you the spark that created those little tiles of magic. James, tell us about Polygon Lights.
Thanks, Iskren. So Polygon Light tiles actually started out during my last year of university. I decided to take a look at tackling energy consumption and over-illumination within the lighting industry. Something interesting I found during my research was that advancements in energy efficient technology were not necessarily leading to a reduction in overall energy consumption. And this was super fascinating, so I decided to take a slightly different approach in the ideation and focus on creating a product that was dynamic and customizable to each individual and their own spaces. So the original spark for this idea was thinking about how we can turn the interior architecture of a building into the light source. The first concept was thinking about covering all the walls in touchscreen panels, and then wherever you come into contact with the surface, that's where the illumination comes from. Now, as exciting as this sounds, Polygon Light tiles was a much more feasible version of this concept. So Polygon Tiles is a modular touch-sensitive lighting system, which means that you can purchase as many modules as you want and then build a custom structure that fits your personal space. It still gives you the ability to turn the interior architecture of a building into the light source. So as you wipe your hands across the wall, that's where the illumination comes from. So what this actually means is you're only using as much illumination as you need. So whether you're just sitting at your desk or in your bed, you can just touch the closest surface, and that's where the illumination comes from. And you can also customize the lighting levels in this way as well. So if you're doing something that requires a little bit brighter illumination, a little bit more focus, then you can turn more panels on. If you're maybe reading a book late in the evening, you just need not quite low lighting, you just turn one or two of the panels on.
Thanks, James, and I appreciate you sending me the 15 tile bundle pack, which contains the starter pack, 5 tiles and a power brick, and 10 more tiles, part of the extension pack that Polygon provides. Installation couldn't be simpler. All you have to do, and this is perhaps the most difficult part, is to choose a pattern or design. Each tile snaps to the next one thanks to the magnetic structure, and each of the 6 sides has connector ports, which means that you need only one tile to power them all. Turning the lights on and off is very fun, gentle and effortless. You can almost hover your hand over the tiles to trigger and turn them on. In fact, forceful touches won't work that well. Simply swipe across the areas you want to turn on and then swipe again to turn them off. So I've been thinking where to install them. My initial plan was to combine them in my studio with some sound insulation panels that I ordered in the same shape, but since we've been at home recently, I decided to install them in my son's room. Installation took me about 15 minutes, 10 of which was preparation and figuring out the exact position and shape. In less than 5 minutes, everything was set thanks to the double-sided stickies that come in the package, which by the way are very cool, unlike the usual cheap double-sided solutions. I used a laser level to make sure my vertical positioning is as straight as it can be, since I decided to create a more of a thinner leather type of layout. I sketched few possibilities beforehand so I can be sure I utilize all the tiles. Of course, if you want to go for a more traditional route, you can use screws and hang them using the hangers on the back. The ultimate test is to show them to my 2-year-old son and see his reaction. It will determine the level of cool depending on his interaction and first impressions. Let's take a look.
I wish wish I was above the center of attention, but I'm not. I wish I didn't have to give in to the pressure. I'm posting pictures, trying to be someone I'm not. It feels just like I'm lying to you. I fake it, stage it, trying to live some perfect life. I know I'm wasting time.
So you don't have to be a lighting nerd to fall in love with Polygon Lights. They are clever energy-saving solutions that fight over illumination while bringing romance and joy to even the dullest of rooms. They have a purpose and a cool factor, as we concluded. They're also great for desk setups because, let's be honest, we are all suckers for cool light solutions. Head over to polygonlight.com because they have great discounts at the moment, or simply hit the link in the description below, and while you're at it, gently tap the like button. It's been an absolute pleasure. This is E, over and out.